What's up, guys? Pizzaman925 here with tgnAdventure, your #1 source for Metal Gear Solid 4 walkthrough. Now, this is going to look like my introduction video at the beginning, but I can guarantee you guys it is not. I missed some helpful tips for you guys here at the beginning, and I'm going to go through them with you. If you go across the street here in this nice little alley, you're going to find a petrol bomb, which is kind of like a Molotov cocktail that does a nice little explosion near your enemies. We're going to hold off on using that for now, and we're going to use that later on when we really need it and it gets a little harder. Now what you want to do is make your way slowly into the street here, because those PMCs are going to be patrolling the street, and you're going to want to wait for them to run away. They're running away now, so let's move up. Now around this box you're going to find a doorway here on the left, which leads to a hallway, and want to go into the doorway on the right here, where you're going to find a cardboard box. Now the cardboard box is going to be very helpful for you later on. You can use it now if you want to, but I like to use it later on. That locker holds nothing in it for you, so you don't have to worry about it, but just get the cardboard box. Now we want to make our way back to the starting of this game. You want to be sure not to be seen by that PMC there, and make it nice and safely over to the start. The PMC will see you a little bit. He'll be like, what the heck's over there? Let's go look at it, as you don't see a full-size grown man walking across the street, but oh well. If you go back to the start and go directly to the right into this room, it'll avoid the street completely, and you won't have to worry about the PMCs, and you get a nice little compress, which will never hurt you. It'll always do good for you. Everything you find in Metal Gear Solid will always help you, it won't hurt you. So let's get into where we left off from the last video. I am in alert going up the stairs, and I fail here. I need to get across there. If you have the high ground, you're going to do better than if you have the low ground. So you want to stay up top, but there's a guy up there, so I decided to stay down here at the bottom. Now my next tip for you guys is to look into every locker that you guys run across. Most of the time it's going to be in the middle locker that you find it, and sometimes the left locker. But in this one, it's only the middle locker that provides some stuff for you, and then this one you'll see is only the left one. Now you're not going to find too many good stuff in there, just some rations, ammo, compresses, and Snake is a Playboy fanatic, so you'll be finding some Playboy as we go. Now I'm going to hunker down here while I talk to you guys about my new dog. If you guys watched my introduction video, you guys know I got a new puppy. She is 3 months old, and she is a mini German Shepherd and a Pomeranian. Now, it's a kind of weird mix, a mini German Shepherd. I never knew there was such thing as a mini German Shepherd, but it's a German Shepherd with a Rat Terrier mixed together. And then they mix that with a Pomeranian, and now I got myself a little German Shepherd. She looks like a German Shepherd. The only part of her that looks like a Pomeranian is her tail. It curls up like a Pomeranian's tail. Other than that, she is a full-grown German Shepherd. I shouldn't say full grown. She's not going to be full grown. She's only going to get to 15 pounds. I've had her for about a week now, and I'm loving every minute of it. It's very different from a baby. I've watched my godson grow up for the first year almost every other day. So it's very different in that aspect. They do the same thing: eat, sleep, play, and go to the bathroom. That's about all a puppy does, is eat, sleep, play, and go to the bathroom. So they're the same in that sense, but a puppy you have to potty train, and it takes a lot more patience. And I think it's a really good tool if you guys are planning on having a baby sooner or later. Now my next tip for you guys is, if you go into evasion after, you're going to want to wait for everybody to leave the room. As you see, I didn't have just one person on me. I had 4 people in that room with me. Now you want to make sure everybody is gone before you jump up and get back into alert. So you wait for everybody to clear out and go on your mission. Now if you didn't go upstairs like I did and you were downstairs, you can come through these pillars here and get to this alley the same way. I like to take the high ground and search around, so if you went the same way I did, you want to come over here. Now that PMC is going to find you, because he will turn around whenever you enter out there. So just make your way up this ladder and get all the way over to the other side, and he won't see you. But when you drop down, you want to be sure to be going very slowly. The PMC will turn back around, look your way for a good 30 seconds or so. So you want to wait for him to turn back around and make his way down the alley. And the best way to do that is to come over here into the corner right here and blend in with this camo here. He won't be able to see you, and you have a nice little quick way to get out into the alley and get onto your next cutscene. The next cutscene is where you find your MK2 and rendezvous with that, and you get some nice helpful tools from him. And that building is here on the right. And we will cut through this cutscene. I'll let you guys watch the beginning part of it because I think it's kind of weird that I have a knife in my hand, as you guys can see, and the cutscene comes to him with a gun. I don't know where he got this gun at. Where did you get this gun? I didn't have that, Snake. Where'd you get it? I always thought it was weird. Snake in the cutscenes always had a gun whenever I had a knife. I never understood the transition, so we're going to skip this cutscene. You get a lot of things, and you'll see what you get whenever you come back. You get your MK2 pistol, operator, solid eye, and the Metal Gear MK2. The MK2 will help you later on. It won't help you too much right now. You can use it if you want to, but it won't help you. Now disregard what I'm going to be doing here. For some reason I thought you had to go up top onto the second level, and you do not. There's really nothing up here for you. I thought there was an RPG up here, and I could have took out the PMCs at the bottom, but there's not an RPG. I don't know where I got that impression, but there's no RPG up here, so we can go back down and make our way down. So now I need to tell you guys that with the PMCs and the militia, if you kill PMCs, the militia will think of you guys as a friend and won't think of you too much and let you go by. Now, I messed this up and turned the militia against me here pretty soon. But if you kill the PMCs while the militia's watching, then the only thing that you'd have to do when you find a militia is let them confirm that, oh, hey, look, it's Snake. We can let him go by. He helped us. That kind of deal. But again, I messed it up. I killed these 3 PMCs here, but then mess it up later on whenever I get into their safe house. Now you want to avoid the middle area as much as you can. There's these like dragon mechanical things that are dropping bombs. So you want to go over to this nice little hallway over here to the right and avoid all the bombs that are going off in the middle of the road. And next bonus is you get to see this guy get blown up. Look at that. It's always fun whenever you see other people blow up. Now I cut out the cutscene here. It's pretty much just push start, and it lags a little bit, so I cut it out for you guys so we can go straight into the next thing. Now this is where you guys see the night vision from the solid eye, and you guys get to see that you only see Snake's head and not the rest of his body. Well, this leads me to believe that the rest of his body is protected by the octo camo, which will make it so it's not dispersing any heat. This is where I mess up with the militia. I didn't wait for his permission to go, and now I'm an enemy of the militia and have to fight them off and worry about the PMCs and the militia now. But we can get on the militia's good side later on if you want to. You'll just have to wait for that time to come again. Now you want to be very careful if you do go into alert here. There's about 3 or 4 guys down this hallway that you're going to want to watch out for. So you don't want to rush all the way down there first. You want to wait a little bit, get them into caution, and then go down the hallway. Because in caution, they kind of turn back around and start walking the other way. So you're going to want to make sure you hold back a little bit from that. Now as I go down this hallway, you're going to see that your footprints actually get left into the ground, which the militia and the PMC will see if you're trying to hide. As you can see, the footprints are getting put down, and it's a very, I don't know how to say this. It sucks a lot whenever you get into a hiding spot, but then you have your footprints coming straight to you. And here's the 3 people coming down. I guess I made a little too much noise for them, and they know. You're going to want to let the first 2 guys go by. This 3rd guy you're going to want to stun. I mess up and go back into alert because I don't get him right away. The trick to Metal Gear Solid is to get them right before they go into alert. If you get them right before they go into alert, you won't have to worry about them, but I messed it up a couple times. Now I'm going to mess up, and I've told you guys that. Everything I know from Metal Gear Solid and everything I'm telling you guys is everything I've learned. I don't watch a walkthrough. I don't do any of that. It's something that I've gone through and everything that I know. Now, some people say, hey, why do you do that? Why don't you read a walkthrough? I don't read a walkthrough because I want to give you guys real life experiences from a real gamer. Now, if someone doesn't play Metal Gear Solid and they want to play it and they watch this video, they're going to say, oh, this guy's, telling me what to expect from the game instead of just going through normal stuff. Then that's what I want to give to you guys is from a gamer aspect, not from reading it in a book. Anybody can read a book. Nobody can play a game. Well, I shouldn't say nobody. Most people can't play a game. If you guys, you guys are gamers. You guys know that most people can't play a game very well. So you want to learn from a gamer instead of a book, and that's what I hope I provide from you guys. Now you want to take out these two guys as there's no other way around them now that you're not friends with the militia. Another fun thing you can do if you're friends with the militia is you can wake up the militia guys, but it really doesn't help you out any more than giving them a cup of tea would right now, because you are again not friends with the militia because I messed it up. Now you can look in that box. There's not really anything in there. There's just a couple ammo boxes. I have enough ammo. I'm not too worried about it. I use the stun knife more than I do my gun anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And you guys will see that if you go into alert and get the guy that has alerted you and take him out, your alert gets lifted. That is because he didn't have time to call for backup. So if you guys go into alert, make sure that you take out that guy that spotted you really fast. This is where you find your first iPod music. If you guys don't know with Metal Gear Solid, you have an iPod that you can listen to while you're playing, and you find these tracks that are spread out throughout the whole game. Now, the music isn't, my forte, so I don't listen to it as much as other people do. I've talked with a couple people that have played Metal Gear Solid, and they say that they listen to the iPod music as much as they can. It gives them something else to listen to except for other than people's voices. If you want to, you can watch or listen to the music. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But it's all up to you and how you want to play the game. Now, I do another mix-up here in the sense that this guy here turns around and spots me. If you go up to him very silently and very quickly before he turns around, you can take out that guy quietly and then the guy that's in this room very quietly, but I have to wait for that guy to turn around because that guy did spot me. And the reason why the alert didn't get lifted whenever I took him out is because there was a guy there watching the whole thing go down. Again, you go into alert, take him out nice and efficiently and fast, so you don't have to wait for this nice, 3-minute period as we've discussed before. Now you want to go into this room here and take out both of these guys because again you aren't friends with the militia, so might as well take them out. We'll become friends with them later on. So you want to take out these guys so you can advance to the next room and move on with your mission. Now the next piece of advice I'm going to give you guys is to go into this next room. You find a stun grenade here, which helps you out later on with the PMCs and the militias. The militias will see it as a good thing for you doing it against the PMCs, and it'll help you because you will what's the word I'm looking for? Befriend the militia again. And that's what you want. You want the militia on your side because they will help you along the way, and you won't have to worry about two sides fighting over you. So you always want to make friends with the militia. I failed at doing that at the beginning of this, so that's my fault. I'm sorry for that. And this is where I spray and pray. I'm not very good with third-person shooters, and I just spray and pray. I don't do it very much on first-person shooters, but whatever. After you guys do that and get past those two guys, you want to come into this room here and find your disguise. Now I'm going to cut this video here. I don't know how to put the disguise on. I'm going to find that out for you guys and show you guys that. So I'm going to cut it here where you find the disguise, and I will see you guys next week in next week's episode. This is Pizzaman925 saying thank you guys very much for watching, and see you guys later.